This tip here is for those who need to save, right? The automation reloads and you have files that load every 5 minutes or every 1 minute, right? And you can't spend the automations there because after all, for example, I have an X quarter of automation here, right? I have used 36. I'm going to run an automation to load data. The data load is from this application here, which is called Pronero. Perform the data load. I'm going to check in my automation query. I'll press F5. It will consume one of the 36. It will go up to 37. I want to avoid this automation consumption, so 36 here, pass to 37. I want to avoid this because I have an application that needs to be loaded every minute. How do I avoid this? I will need to load it via API. If you have seen the desk chain video, you will know how to do it. I assume you have watched the video, witness, you will know here in the Qlik SaaS how to create a connection, HEST is good, a REST connection to the API, and also how to generate the token to load this application, right? If you haven't watched it, watch it there, then come back here, good. The tip is as follows, you will have to create 2 load applications. So we have Cargo and Cargo2, Cargo and Cargo2. They will call, right? Their load, even within the script, and a certain X time that you define. And within these loads, they will also load other applications. For example, this application here, called Primero, and this application here that I want to load every 10 seconds. I will generate a load for it. What do I need? I need to get the OID of this application. I will be using this connection here, which is the post for reloads of Qlik SaaS. You put your penalty here, follow the instructions here from the API, or if you watch the video from Ties that had gone Qliksado, you will also know how to do it. To create this connection, it was this text here. Alright, anyway, I will leave the text here in the video description so you can copy and paste it. Alright, I will need the ID of this application in both, in Cargo and in Cargo2, so I will copy the OID here. I will copy the OID here. You can also make a list of your applications that you need to load and save them in QVD. Alright? So I have it here in Cargo. I will need the ID of the Cargo application in Cargo2. So I will leave it here, and in Cargo2, I will need the ID of the Cargo application. So I will leave it here so I can work with them. What do I have to do now? I have to make a load call. The load call follows this API connection. I will make a loop with the names of the applications I have here. So change it here, right? First, I will make the wait that I want to be 10 seconds, right? For each application load, for me to load this first 1 year. Change of year, right? 10 seconds. How is it in milliseconds then? 10,000, right? 10,000 is the time it will wait. Then I will put a load. And the Cargo and Cargo2 have to be always the last application on the list. Alright? So I will make a load here. I will call them Cargus. Cargus? Cargus? Say load asterisk on mine. Then I will put here my 2 applications. Alright? This one, here, and here will be called ID up. ID. Okay, great. So we have the load and my slip. I will do the same thing in Cargo, but I will only change the OID of the application. Right? Look, the last ID I will be calling the loaders here. So I will be calling the loaders here. Great. One application will call the other every 10 seconds. Right? Cargo will call Cargo2 and so on. Every 10 seconds. And it will also call the first one, right? This first application is inside the load loop of the 2 applications. Now I will do my looping here, so I will put for the NSA. It's an old list, right? And Evaldo will list expression, OPA. Here's a little joke. Then I will give you next day. Okay, this part here, that will receive the OID of the applications. It will stay inside here. So I will call the variable here. Oh, alright. Do the same for Cargo2 then. The same for Cargo2. Put in year. Next day. From this moment you start Cargo or Cargo to your application flow. It will start running one after the other, alright? So it will only stop when you stop the loads. I will come here in my catalog. I will take cargo and I will start it, then reload from this moment. The load started here. You will see that every 10 seconds it will update this app. I will cut this video, right? To summarize, you can see here that in a very short period of time, it updated this application. Many times you will control this in Qlik, right? In the code, inside your load applications, and this sleep here is how you control the number of times you will load. If you check here, cargo 1 and cargo 2, they are in an endless reload, right? If you come here in details, you will see here in load history, it has already run 4 loads, alright? And if I check the automation, I have 37, I'll press F5. And it won't increase, right? My automation consumption, because the loads are being triggered directly by the API call. So I have here, 37 remains the same and my application keeps loading. Alright? To interrupt this load loop, you come here in your cloud and when its load starts, you start it where you can simply cause an intentional error in your script. I'll cancel it here. Cancel, cancel. Alright, canceled. Successfully canceled. If you can't cancel it here, right? Let's say it's running too much. You're pressing F5. You're too busy. You can't cancel it. You cause an intentional error in it. You simply type, I don't know, letter Z here and leave the script saved here. Press. Alright, this will cause an intentional error in the load, right? Automatically, when you try to load, Qlik will ask what is this Z here in the middle, right? There's a letter Z here that is lost, alright? Then you can interrupt the load, right? Hope I helped you with this tip and see you in the next video.